Hello, Nancy Grace. I would like to propose to you idea for your show on criminal investigations because we have one here that no one's ever going to look at because of the people that are involved and the scrutiny that it would bring to a small town located in Warren County that depends mostly on tourism from places like Kings Island and the casinos. I ran the Miami Cemetery, which is located on Interstate or off of Interstate 71, in between Interstate 75, about 10 miles both ways, located between Springboro and Wilmington, Ohio. It's a 110-acre cemetery. I was there for a little over 36 months. My father-in-law was president of the board. I was trained by a Warren County probation officer who had retired as the caretaker of the Miami Cemetery, and then came back to train me. We became a partnership, really, over the 36-month period, and we had our ups and downs in our relationship. But he felt comfortable enough with me to discuss something very sensitive, which was the murder of a black man somewhere around the times of the civil rights riots in Cincinnati, Ohio. And he told me that the man was traveling from Columbus southbound and had some car issues and ended up stopping at a local gas station and mechanic shop, of which there were three at that time. And the one he stopped at was on the corner of Franklin Road and Main Street in Waynesville, Ohio. It was called Red's. It was Red Carnes gas station. And when he stopped in there, there was not a lot of information about what happened. But they ended up bringing him over to the cemetery, and I believe it was in a coal truck because he used to deliver coal to the cemetery. And drug him out, and from what I understand, the caretaker at the time, Raymond Adams, made a grave for him in Section A. It was a secret grave, and the man has laid there since the mid to late 60s, I believe. No one's ever attempted to remove him, and it was of great concern to the probation officer from Warren County Courts when he told me, and he made sure to let me know that if we ever uncovered it, we were going to have a lot of problems. And I don't think he just meant in the media. We had some local issues around here. We even had them at that time with a friend of mine who ran into some problems with this group that would be involved in such things as this interment, secret burial. And he had some issues with the Waynesville Police Chief, Alan Carter, at that time. And then after he received quite a bit of backlash for making some comments about minorities being pulled over at gunpoint and not being ticketed, just like my handicapped brother and I were pulled over and not ticketed in October of 1997. It was getting out of control. And what they said was that he was race baiting, making the town look bad. And I've attached the article about his, it wasn't really a resignation. They sort of forced him out, really. And he took the high road and went on to run for U.S. Representative in the 2nd District against Republican Rob Portman, whose family is affiliated with the Golden Lamb, which is one of the presidential stops when it comes to the state of Ohio. So he did a great job as a mayor in Waynesville and really gave it a run at the U.S. representative seat that Rob Portman ended up winning. And I think that it's high time that we had a memorial as well as a story on this this father, this grandfather, this son who was murdered. And his family to this day still doesn't know that he lays in the ground there. I don't think it would be difficult to find the body. It's in Section A. I believe it's in a walkway near James Tietmeyer. And there's, not very much room there to be burying people, so it wouldn't be difficult to find him. If you wanted to do an investigative story in Waynesville, Ohio, about those two articles, I would be glad to help. I am the descendant of the Donaldson family of Tennessee and President Andrew Jackson. And we are one family that is proud to say we had three First Ladies serve in our family under President Jackson, who, of course, was married to Rachel Donaldson. And she passed away before they got to the White House. Emily Donaldson volunteered to help her and by taking the reins and being the First Lady, and then left for a short bit after she served for 3 years, and then Sarah Yorkie took over as the First Lady and hostess of the White House. We're the only family who had three First Ladies in the White House. So that gives me a little character to go along with the two articles. And like I said, I'll attach some information about some of the activities here to substantiate the fact that we do have some racial divide in this town. And I think that your investigative report and putting a spotlight on some of the positive things, like our Mayor Charlie Morgan and the memorial that I'm proposing, not only as a Democrat, but as a friend. And hopefully we can use some of the real estate around here that's just sitting empty to provide that great service to our community. Thank you.